to talk about the second house and the eighth house axis in astrology in a birth chart. And I feel like nobody gets it. That's why I want to talk about it. And yes, it does just represent money. Yes, it is just literally the second house is my money and the eighth house is your money. But I feel like that is exactly what people forget. The second house is my money, the money that I earn and how I spend it. And then the eighth house is your money, that is, person that is connected to me, your money, how you earn it and how I spend your money. So the big thing with the second house versus the eighth house that people forget is if you see planets in the second house, that means you are going to have to do the hard work of earning that money yourself. So if you see Jupiter in the second house, yes, this is so benefic for finances, but you're gonna have to do the work to get it. It's money that you earn. The only way the second house has to do with just like getting a bunch of money and being rich without the work of it is if it's somehow connected to your eighth house or there's something like scorpionic or plutonic in it. But in itself, when you're just talking about the second house, that is the money that you earn. Eighth house is the energy that you're looking for if you want to be born into money, marry into money, spend somebody else's money and not spend your own. That's what you're looking for. People with an eighth house stellium or strong eighth house planets tend to be one extreme or the other. They tend to be really, really rich, really, really wealthy. This is like parental money, ancestry money, money that's been passed down. Royal family energy is very much eighth house, right? Or it's the other way where you were raised super duper broke because of your family ancestry. And so your family had to rely on government money or like governmental assets or like, oh, my grandma bought this house, for cheaper when we were younger. And this is the house we live in, right? Like, it's other people's earnings, So if you're somebody that just wants to like be rich and have money, what's in your eighth house? That's how you make money off of other people's money, okay? That's how you make a more passive income. That's where you invest. Second house is doing the hours and then getting the check for it. I forgot to mention something huge. So while the second house, you need to clock in and do that physical labor in some way or another to make that money. The eighth house, you have to do some kind of emotional labor to get that kind of money, whether that be marrying somebody for many years and then getting that money. In a lot of cases, the eighth house has to do with trauma. So it's going through some kind of traumatic, really harsh event emotionally that you don't want to go through and then getting that payout or that chunk of money at the end, potentially. What's in your second house and eighth house, and do you resonate with this? Do you relate to this?